Welcome to another episode of Breaking Down IT with Steve. I am your host, Steve, with PDX Information Technology Services, and this week I want to talk about phones. Not your cell phone that just went off. That was my phone, by the way. Dean looked at his phone, went, I have mine on silent, what are you doing? I want to talk about your phone, but not this phone. I want to talk about your, it's called VoIP, Voice over IP. And it's a service that companies use to provide phone service for companies. And so one of the companies that I work with is called Ooma, O-O-M-A, Ooma. And it is a VoIP provider, voice over IP. It goes across the internet. So your phone call goes across the internet. And you're like, well, Steve, all voice phone calls go across the internet, don't they? Well, yes, technically that is correct. They all do. Cell phones go to a cell tower, and that cell tower transmits it across signal to ultimately the internet. Or you have a service like Comcast BVE, which is Business Voice Edge. That is where you get a phone. I think I've got one behind me here, a phone, and you get dial tone, and you pick it up and you say hello. And that is a very basic voice over IP VoIP solution. It doesn't give you any bells and whistles. It just is a phone. That's all you get is a phone. You don't even get your BVE on your cell phone. So we're going to talk about that in a second. So Ooma is a voice provider. And what Ooma does is they have an application that lives on your phone, on your computer, and on your desk phone. So if someone calls, it rings all three. So that's really handy when you're out, well, I call it out in the field. I'm out in the field where I'm off site and I'm not sitting on my, next to my desk on my cell phone, on my desk phone. I am out. Sorry, that's the problem of doing this in the office, is the cell phone or the rings. So anyway, and so what is displayed in here is also displayed on your computer. Now, you're gonna be like, okay, well, that's great. It means I can answer my phone, my business phone, when I'm out, and I don't miss any calls, which is actually the most important thing, is you don't miss any calls because you're the small business owner. You're out in the field talking to a customer, driving to a customer, and you don't want to miss a potential client. You don't want to miss a potential customer. So this is why this is so important. Now, those bells and whistles I talked about, those features. Now with Ooma, even on your app, on your phone, you can text message, you can video chat, you can receive calls, send calls, you have access to voicemail, but you also have what's called a team chat. So if you have multiple members and you want to say, hey, I'm going to Starbucks, does anybody want any coffee? Team chat, hey, I'm going to Starbucks, anybody want anything? And everybody can respond. And so you can have all of that information. Now, why I bring this up is because business owners need to be more efficient, cheaper, faster, and better. That's how we get clients, that's how we make money, and so that's it. So when you need to make a phone call, and let's say a phone, a potential client calls, you want to have what's called a virtual assistant, and it's not a virtual assistant, it's a virtual receptionist. The virtual receptionist says, hey, thank you for calling PDXIT. If you're a new client and would like to know about our services, press 1. If you are a client, you want to talk to support, press 2. If you are sales, press 3. And so you can direct those to an individual or a group of individuals. Like if you have an actual sales department, you can say, press 3 for sales, and it would ring all of the sales desks, or it could cascade, or there's a bunch of things you can do with it. And so it's not expensive, it's very professional, and you want to come across as, at least I want to come across as a big company or a medium-sized company. And so this gives you the ability to do that, as well as a lot of features that you can do. One of the features that you can have that doesn't cost you anything, and it actually is one of those things that you can take out a subscription. So we pay for Zoom. Everybody pays for Zoom. Why? Because we need Zoom or a video conferencing tool of some kind. Ooma has that built in. So there's $24.95 a month that you can save. So that's about one line every month that you can save. Anyway, if you have any questions about Ooma, I have a rep that would be able to talk to you about it, give you a demo, show you the features, etc. His name is George, super nice guy. And if you have any direct questions, I'm more than happy to answer them as a consumer. So with that, have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.